What are your thoughts on raising the age of enlistment to 25
I think it is a terrible idea.
so that teenagers fresh out of high school, some still in high school, cannot sign a contract to sacrifice themselves to the U.S. government?
If they can't go into the military at 18, they can go to college, where the majority of them will have to sign a contract and put them in debt for decades in order to be able to pay for it.
What do you say we start and sign a petition that raises the mandatory enlistment age to 25?
Mandatory enlistment age in the volunteer military that the United States has?
Let people's brain finish growing and developing before you make them decide if they want to go do something like fight in a war for the United States.
Make them decide. When does anybody ever make you decide? First of all, women never have to decide. Men only have to register for the draft, and we haven't drafted anybody since the 30th of June, 1973.
You don't want children. You don't want teenagers to do that stuff, right? We want to protect the kids.
If someone is not old enough or mature enough or whatever you're alluding to at age 25 to put on a uniform, carry a rifle, and stand a post, I'll agree with you. But then there's a whole lot of other things that they shouldn't be doing. If you're too young to serve, you're too young to vote. You're too young to sit on a jury. You can't run for your city council. You can't sign any legal contracts. You can't pay taxes, and you can't be tried in court as an adult because according to you, you're not an adult yet. These are just the core responsibilities of your citizenship. At 18, you can marry, divorce, become a parent. You can sign for that student loan. You can get a mortgage. You can get credit cards. You can undergo major medical procedures, including gender-affirming care, and in some cases, sterilization. None of those should be allowed either. Then there's economics and career side. At 18, you can work in a full-time, high-risk, high-stress job. You can start a business. You can take on employees. You can accept tax liability. You can buy a firearm before age 25. An 18-year-old can move out of their parents' house, sign a lease, live independently, enroll in college, gamble online, invest in crypto, and guess what? They get to drive a 2-ton vehicle down the interstate at upwards of 80 miles an hour. At 21, they can buy alcohol, tobacco, and marijuana. You want to call them kids, then what about all those choices? Let's talk about autonomy and identity. At 18, you can get piercings, tattoos, and you can start an OnlyFans. So if you're going to say adulthood doesn't begin until 25, let's go all the way.